Hi there, this is Carol Gordon of Heart Menders. I have a passion to see people's lives and marriages work. Mine did not work for a long time, and then I found some answers. And so I'm really excited to share some of those things with you, and I hope that you become as excited as I am to find real, workable answers for your life. What I'm doing is taking some nuggets out of a series my husband and I did called Building on the Rock. You can get complete outlines of this teaching on the website to read or to download. The best way to make these things your own and see your life change is to study the notes at your own pace. This is just a little tidbit to help you. So go to heartmenders.org and click on whatever it is, and bless you to get really answers for your life. A number of years ago, my husband had a vision. We were praying about our ministry and what we were wanting to do to help people as the Lord had helped us. He saw a piece of land that appeared to have the beginnings of construction on it. And we took this to mean that building a good life is like building a building. Jesus said, "Therefore, whoever takes these sayings of mine and does them, I will liken him to a wise man who built his house on a rock. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat on the house, but it did not fall, for it was founded on the rock." And Jesus is identified to us in Scripture as the rock on which we build. So we were very interested in this. Other things that he saw that there were several steps in the process. First, there was a blueprint. There was a clear plan that someone had made ready so that the plan could be followed. And then but first there was the site preparation, because this building site was a mess. Oh, it was such a mess, and had to be cleaned up. Psalms 40 says, "He brought me out of a horrible pit, out of the miry clay, and set my feet on a rock and established my steps." So if we're going to have a good building, we have to clean up the site. And a lot of that means getting our heart healed. And a lot of Heart Menders is about that. Following that, the foundation could be laid to the proper depth to support the structure. You can't build up any more than you build down. Like a tree has this equal amount of roots underneath as it has branches above. So it has to be deep enough to support what the Lord is helping you build on that foundation. So we need to do a lot of foundation work. Then the framework can go up. And the final part of the construction phase is the roof, so that everything is protected. After that, the various interior systems, electrical, plumbing, heat and air, and so forth, can be put in place. And they have to be all done to plan so that they fit. And Jesus said, again, "He who has my commandments and keeps them, it is he who loves me. And he who loves me will be loved by my Father, and I will love him and manifest myself to him." Then finally, all the decorative and finishing details could safely be added. And we will not get the lovely home that we expect if we refuse to follow the designer's plan. And so over the next time that you want to watch this, I'm going to give you some little tidbits about the different phases of designing and building on the rock. And if we try to do it on our own and we don't take the wisdom of the ages who Jesus is willing to give us, just doing it on our own doesn't work. Tried that for quite a long time. But doing what he says is how we show we love him. Ephesians 20 says, "Together we are his house, built on the foundation of the apostles and the prophets, and the cornerstone is Jesus Christ himself." In the olden days, they didn't pour concrete to make a slab or to pour foundations. They had to use rock. And they found a stone, and they made it the exact shape and dimensions of the building they wanted to build, and then they set that as the cornerstone. That's where this idea comes from, of a cornerstone. And then they measured down one side of it to get the dimensions of one side of the building, and they measured down the adjacent side to line up the 90-degree side. And then however long they wanted to build it, they went straight across, from diagonally across that cornerstone, so that the building came out in the same shape as the original plan. So we take that cornerstone as our blueprint, and we can build a good life and a healthy life on His Word. And I just thank you for joining me today. Bless you till next time. And this is Carol Gordon signing off, heartmenders.tv.